Faith to me is believing in something or knowing something that you can't necessarily see, but that you feel in your heart and that you know in your mind.
Believing without seeing is it's a simple answer, but it's an answer that has a lot of meaning.
It's like what you believe in.
Is believing in something that we don't necessarily know exists, but we believe to be true.
Faith is having hope that it's real, having hope that it's true, and as long as you have that little bit of hope, you have that little bit of faith.
Faith is strengthened when you exercise it. It's kind of like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
And listening to the prophets is probably one of my main ones.
By praying for answers and then recognizing those feelings.
You gotta start small and start believing.
Concentrate on the little things like reading my scriptures and going to church.
They've always said to act on it.
Yeah.
And so if you ever feel like a desire in your heart that you're prompted to do something, you need to do it. And the more that you act on it, the greater your faith will become.
I remember once I was preparing some sewing things for youth conference and my sewing machine wasn't working. I was really frustrated, and my oldest boy, who was 4 at the time, came in and says, "Well, Mom, why don't you just say a prayer over your sewing machine?" I says, "Well, why don't you say it?" So he said a prayer, and from that time on my sewing machine worked, and he had prayed that it would work till I got my sewing done. And as soon as the sewing I needed done for youth conference was done, my machine died.
Well, many years ago when we were first married, we went to the doctor and he told us that we would never have any children. So that was a real struggle because both of our patriarchal blessings say we will have children.
And we both really wanted to have kids, but they said there was no way us physically going to be able to have a child. So
we just kind of had to, do our part, not just believe, but we also had to do the things that we needed to in order to get the 4 children that we have today.
And because of our faith, we were able to have kids.
We were in the temple, and I just remember this overwhelming feeling that he was the right one, that he was the one that I was supposed to be with forever. And I just got out of the temple and I was like, wow, how incredible is that he's able to communicate with us and tell me who I'm supposed to marry. And I'm honestly, my life would not be the same without Jess, and I just can't imagine. Sorry. I just can't imagine living someone else as much as I love him. So that was just a huge experience for me.
Because of the conflicts and challenges we face in today's world, I wish to suggest a single choice, a choice of peace, protection, and a choice that is appropriate for all. That choice is faith. Be aware that faith is not a free gift given without thought, desire, or effort. It does not come as the dew falls from heaven. The Savior said, "Come unto me, and knock, and it shall be given you." These are action verbs. Come, knock. They are choices. So I say, choose faith. Choose faith over doubt. Choose faith over fear. Choose faith over the unknown and the unseen, and choose faith over pessimism.